probably 8 or 9 years. And this is the new and improved Sheila Jagged.
Yes.
Simple as that.
I get that, and I, you know what? I'm going to say to you, I'm in your capable hands. I'm just not sure why it's not connecting with me, and I don't know. You know why? I think I have a mindset about business cards.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to say for a second that it's the right mindset.
Okay.
I just need some help moving away from where I've been.
Yeah.
In terms of telling people what I do and all that other kind of stuff.
Yeah.
To a card that is going to start a conversation.
Yeah. So one of the things we do with cards, we use a company in the States called Moo Cards, like M-O-O, like a moo cow. And they are printed on what's called 18-point cardstock. So they're best part of 2/8 of an inch. And they have a milled edge around them. And they are also what's called silk laminated. So that when you give somebody the card, they automatically feel the thickness. And then the thumb tends to just rub across it because it's such a lovely finish. And even before they've looked at the card, you've created a connection. And then they go, oh, nice card. And then what we tried to do was, because I was so impacted by that story you told me about the dawn when you were at Machu Picchu.
Yes.
Remember that meditation you went into? And so Paige, we found a royalty-free photograph that we were able to get for legality. And then we put a color wash on it, which very much fits the color wash of the mood board that we talked about.
Yeah.
So if anybody was to look at that with your name over it, it's like, oh, and say, yeah, you know, the mind's an amazing thing. Let me tell you about a story when I was at Machu Picchu. And then I think you got them. So that was the thinking. I mean, we could have different cards with different cities. We could have just like a forest background or a beach background or no background, just a pattern. But I just thought that would be an interesting way of giving somebody a quality card that had something on it that would start a conversation.
You know what? Thank you for explaining that to me, because here's the thing. My sense of business cards has always been you have one card for all occasions.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure. I mean, like I said, I have a mindset that's old, so that's okay. But I like the idea of having something that starts a conversation.
Yep.
And I'm gathering that it's good to have your picture on it.
It really is, because people say that 80% of people who are given a business card with your picture on it will keep it because they see that you've gone to the effort to make your card special. Whereas if it's a cheap Vistaprint, you know, templated like everybody else's, they're just, yeah, whatever. And they just go in a box or whatever. Yeah. The other thing with business cards now is because of Canadian anti-spam legislation, you have to be able to prove that somebody asked to go on your list, whether they opt in through the website or through MailChimp, or it could well be that you're speaking to somebody and say, you know, I have a newsletter that I do once a quarter or so. It's really, oh yeah, I'd love that. Great. Okay. I'm just going to write here that, you know, you and I met on December 13th, and I'm going to write this down and then keep my card. And then if you ever get an email from me, it's like, who is this lady? You'll remember. And that way we cover our behinds for anti-spam. So having a memorable card, again, sort of covers our behind a little bit for if anyone was to say, this lady, I have no idea who she is. She's added me to a list. They go to the CRTC and sort of, it's a $10,000 fine for spam now in Canada, which we do not want. So it just makes the exchange of information a bit more memorable.
Okay.
So that's another reason. But that's a side issue. It's not really going to happen. But anyway.
No, but it's all good for me to know because honestly, you know, I mean, I haven't had a new business card in forever. So
I have your other one.
I know you do because I gave it to you.
Yes.
Well, you don't have the one from before that, which was even worse.
No. But when you compare what Paige has done and compared to this, and then when you feel it and the thickness and the quality of it, people will realize this is a quality person, you know?
So we don't really want to put on it a lot of information.
Nope.
Is that?
I am a big believer in less is more.
Okay.
I mean, the address is good because if someone's going to mail you something, so, yep, the address is on. I mean, I have my address on my website in the footer instead. So I don't have my home address on my business card, but most people do. So is that your home or is that an actual office?
It's an actual office.
It's an actual office. So that's perfect then, because mine's my home, you see. So.
Well, and I'm not suggesting for a minute that I need to have an office address or anything. I just think that I guess they need a way to contact me.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and we needed that for Google to get the business registered as well, which we've now done. So
here's the other thing. You know, I'm having trouble with my Sheila Jaggard Ultimate Potential email address.
Oh, you are?
So
because I can get into that.
Well, I can't receive mail from it.
Oh, we just set your MailChimp up and it worked beautifully.
Well, I can't open it.
I'm in it right now.
It's weird.
So
let me send you a test just to see, because
let me just. Well, I got the MailChimp one. Let me.
That's true. I just want to see if another Gmail, if it works.
Do another test.
Just to see.
Because there's not many emails coming into this, like one a month or so, but.
Well, there should be more than that.
Yeah. Okay, we're just gonna do a quick test again now. Because I've got the Gmail open here, and it's.
That's so weird.
Well, no, this is not the Gmail.
Oh.
The reason that nothing's coming to Gmail is because I've never used that account. I'm talking about the Sheila Jaggard.
Oh, right. Yes.
That one. I cannot get into that.
I remember us talking about that once before. Yes.
And so I'm going to have to figure out whether that's Microsoft, whether it's, I don't know what.
Well, you see that website doesn't exist anymore. And whoever set that website up probably set that email up linked to the domain. And because the domain is not active, that's why the email's not working.
No, they didn't.
No?
No, this was something, the person that did that original website, my company wasn't incorporated at the time.
Okay.
So this email that is Sheila.Jaggard ultimate potential whatever. I can't even remember it. That was an email that was set up after my company was incorporated in 2001.
Yep.
Or 2000 whatever. 10. So I don't know why I can't get into it right now, but this has happened before, and it's been a Microsoft thing.
Oh, okay.
And I don't understand it because, as we all know, I know nothing.
Well, we could certainly get into it. We just have to go back and do some digging with your Microsoft. Is it Microsoft Office 360 you have, or what do you have?
Yes, it's Microsoft 360.
Okay.
365, 360.
Or whatever it's called these days, yeah.
And it's all paid up.
Oh, bugger. Okay, because I have one of those accounts of my own. So, which email do you know which email that started off with?
I'm sorry.
How do you log into your Microsoft account?
Well, that could be part of the problem. I don't know. It just comes up on my computer. what happens when you're working with people that know nothing. It just comes up on my computer.
Oh, okay.
And I used to be able to click on inbox and it would fill up, and Bob's your uncle. But my uncle seemed to have left.
Oh.
So I don't know. I think that what I will do, and I can probably, well, I may not be able to do it Monday, but certainly Tuesday.
Yeah. Get on your computer and see if we could do that then.
Well, because I think I did have, and I remember this distinctly, in when I got my new computer in September, I was with the guys in IT out at the reserve. And I said, why can't I get into this email? And I ended up phoning one of the companies that was handling my account, and they fixed it up. So I think I need to go back to that.
They must know.
Sorry?
Yeah. They must know how to do it then if they set it up.
Well, and I think they need to tell me how to do this.
Yeah, and if you can let us know, then we can fix it up after that. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Once we get information from them.
Okay. Yeah, I realized I had the email for the Gmail, so yeah. Got it.
But nobody has that account.
Okay.
Nobody has that email address.
Okay. So
that's why there's nothing coming into it.
No, and that's cards that you've been giving out. So we want to get these new cards in people's hands.
No. That's not the card I'm giving out.
No, but people will have had that in the past, though, right?
Nope.
No.
I have never given out my Gmail account.
No, I mean the card that you gave me. That's the email that's not working, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. We want to replace that with the one that does work, but we do want to get that one working as well. So if we can do that on Tuesday, that'd be great.
But here's my question to you guys. Is that the account we want to use?
Not really, because
because it doesn't relate to what I'm doing now.
No, but what we should do though, because you've got cards out in the field, we at least want to forward that email once we get hold of it to your newer email. Not even the look one, but the latest one, which is Sheila@SheilaJagger.ca, right?
Yes.
Which is what we put on the card, because that's easy for everybody to remember then.
Well, and it helps me with all the different businesses that I'm going to have, right? Like it's going to help me with my own.
It's like an umbrella brand. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we can do that. So I've got Paige looking at me here on the screen. So.
Hi, Paige. Look at us both. We're smiling.
Hi.
So with the card as it is, because we took the Shifty of Bliss off and we just had your name and we just had a stylized font with the Machu Picchu and then your details on the back. Should we just do a short run of those, like 50 cards, just to get you something in your hand?
You know what? I think if we did that, then I can hand it out and have people say, what do you think?
Yeah. Yep.
Because you know what? When people look at a card online, it's not the same.
No, when they feel it, it's a big difference. Yeah.
I think that would be a really good idea. Now, the other thing is, does it direct them? I'm trying to remember because I looked at it very quickly. Does it direct them to any LinkedIn accounts or anything like that, or is it just
right now? Well, that's the next thing. Is we need to get a landing page built for SheilaJagger.ca, which we can really quickly.
Yeah.
And then we've got MailChimp set up, so now people can give their email to get your download or whatever that might be, the freebie.
Okay.
So by the time the cards are printed, we can have that page built.
Okay.
And at least we've got a start of the first page of the website, if you like. we already created the account in the background with a wireframe, but it's not a public domain yet. So
Okay. And we have had some discussions about what could be the giveaway, right? Or what
yeah.
could be the
So
monthly
you gave us 3 different downloads of multiple quotes that you'd put together in the past.
Yeah.
Paige has got those. I mean, would you like us to sort of format one of those into like a nice ebook sort of thing?
Yeah, I'd really like to see it, kind of spiffied up and.
Yep. We can totally.
Because here's the other thing, Paige, that I was thinking about doing.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about making a journal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And add some of the quotes in.
Yeah. So Paige, remember we talked about the imagination journal that we did for Gifted?
Yeah.
Very similar idea. So we would use that as the template.
Okay.
Just change a few pieces, but the whole imagination guide that we did for Paul and Kim last year would totally fit Sheila's work, just with the different quotes.
So.
Okay, we will. I think I sent it to you, Sheila, and you registered for their download when we were on the last call.
Yes.
And it had the.
You sent me. What did you send me?
It was a beautiful download imagination guide and journal that Paige built.
Yes.
Looks beautiful.
I'm thinking, I don't remember seeing anything of mine. Yes, I thought it was fabulous.
Yeah, so if we do something like that on your brand for you, I think that'll be a huge wow.
And you see, here's the thing: if we did and I think the journal that I'm really thinking about is the goal, the quotes on goals.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, we can do that.
So let's see, because.
I think there's like 100 quotes there or something, Paige. But the thing for me is, we don't have to do it as a weekly journal. It can be a monthly journal. Like, I don't care. It's just I want us to have something that I can give away, and I want to have something that has a bit of inspiration to it, but that it's aesthetically pleasing.
Of course. Okay.
And one of the things that I've been thinking about is that I'd really like to use a lotus flower that isn't fully open yet.
Okay. Well, let me write that down.
Or here's the other thing, and this will sound really strange, but I
Excuse me.
did this years ago, and it was brilliant. She took a styrofoam ball, and I had talked about peeling back the layers of the onion.
Yeah.
She took a styrofoam ball, and she did layers of petals of tissue, white tissue, and then on the top, she did a burgundy, so it was like a red onion.
A red what? Sorry?
A red onion. So you're peeling back the onion skin.
Yes.
And so on each of the petals, underneath the red, it was like a burgundy layer of skin. Under each one, she had self-improvement, she had self-care, she had intuition. So she had layer upon layer of things that she wanted to work on and improve. Oh,
and she made that for herself.
She made that for herself, and then when you got to the core, to the styrofoam, she had this beautiful pink color that was almost like the color of a lotus flower having emerged.
Nice. So
it was the neatest idea of, the work you do is peel back the skin of the onion.
So you could get somebody like Tammy to, if we did like paper napkins that were printed with those keywords on, and then she got the ball and then wrapped them in little stickers or something for each layer. We could actually physically make some of those as part of a course or a classroom.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. I like that idea.
Well, and the interesting thing about that is people that come to the course, we can actually have them when they're talking about shifting to their bliss. question, and then what is it that stood out for you in the visualization that are the layers of the onion that you have to peel back?
Got it. I'm with you. Yeah. Actually, while we're just hold that thought, the actual word shift, I gave it to Paige. I just want to make sure it hasn't changed. Because we want to create a graphic for that. So it's story, heal, imagine, frequency, and transform, right?
I believe so.
So it's not going to be healing or imagination or transformation. It's just those five nouns, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm open to whatever you think would be better.
Well, it's just when you have the word transform rather than transformation, I think transformation has a lot more capacity to think. Whereas transform is almost like passive, but transformation is ongoing.
Yeah.
And same with imagine as opposed to imagination. And then heal.
Yep.
I mean, if you're healed, you're healed. But if you're healing, and life is always a process of healing, isn't it?
Yes. And you know, when we talk about the shift, it really is the journey.
Okay. So maybe we'll make those words more fluid then.
Okay.
We'll probably do both graphics for you because Paige has got an idea about doing those 5 words as a graphic. So we'll try we'll try both and see what you think.
Okay.
Perfect. Because that would be because right now on your Instagram we haven't started yet, but we've got the 5 steps, and then we'd like to sort of under each one of these 5 steps start using these keywords for graphics and so on.
Okay.
Fantastic. Okay, good. Okay, so we got that. So the Machu Picchu logo, the picture.
Yeah.
We'll try it then and just see how people receive it.
Yeah.
Okay. So Paige, could you and you want the cards regular shaped business card, nothing out of the ordinary. Square edged or round edged corners.
Okay, so I have no idea. So what I'm just going to say is, if it's rounded, is it softer
Yes.
than if it's square edged?
Yes. Because there's no pointy corners.
Yeah. So here's and tell me if I'm crazy, but we're doing work that is going to be emotional work, really.
Yep.
So I'm thinking I'd rather be softer than
I agree.
more distinct.
Okay.
I'm with you. Okay, round edges it is because these are all variables that we can order. And then the address that we have on the business card that can receive mail, right?
So which address is that? Is that the 47 James Street, Landed Banking and Loan?
Let me just check. Paige is just looking it up now.
The one that I put on the business card was the 1063 King Street West.
Okay, so that's a UPS?
Ah, okay.
Because that's where we had the Google stuff sent to. But I still got the other address at James Street if you'd rather that one.
Yes, the James Street is an actual office.
Got it.
And just so you know, the reason that I use the 47 James Street is because the building itself is actually called the Landed Building and Loan. It was built in the 1900s.
Wow.
It's a very old bank.
Nice.
It actually still has the original vault.
So if we just used the 47 James Street South, mail would still arrive at that postcode, right?
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because when I saw the Landed Banking and Loan, I almost like, oh, was she a mortgage officer or what? But I see what you mean. That's the name of the building, the original historic building.
It's the name of the building, yeah.
Yeah. And I noticed on your first card here that you have PhD behind your name.
Yeah.
Do you want that or not? I mean, it's a big deal, I know, but sometimes it can be a barrier. But in other ways, it's an entryway because then they see that you've got the training.
Well, you know, it's interesting. I get comments on both sides. I get people that say, you've got a PhD.
Yeah.
And I've got other people that say, oh, so And as you know, I don't call myself Dr. Sheila, Dr. Jaggers very often.
No.
I tell people I have a PhD because I'm proud of it.
Yes, of course.
But I don't carry on it. It's a thing I say, and yes, I'm proud that I have it. And in the circles that I'm going to be working in, I don't know if it's a benefit or a drawback, but to me, it's, oh my God, it's 6 of one, half dozen of another, because if I'm dealing with corporate clients, they like to know I have a PhD.
Yeah. And if they look at it, but if they look at your LinkedIn, they'll see that, right?
Yeah, but here's my question. Do you really think that people look up stuff like that?
On LinkedIn, yes. They'll see your education, but only if they're looking at you on LinkedIn.
Yeah, and will they do that is my question. Will they go to LinkedIn?
Well, if we have your LinkedIn on your email signature, or we have your LinkedIn on your website as a hyperlink, then yes, I would say.
Okay.
Because what we find is the stats now tell us that in the high ticket world, so anything over $2,000, as Lisa would say, most people do some online research before they're ready to buy. And in this instance, because of your nature of work history, I think your LinkedIn profile is probably the most important piece of it. And they'll go to your LinkedIn for sure. Because we've updated that with your resume. The one thing we haven't updated, you were going to write me something about working with the First Nations, because we didn't have that done yet. But other than that, it's all up to date.
I need to take a look at that too, because I think there's some things I need to add into it.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you just do us a Word document, we can then take that and add it to you for you.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. So Paige will get those cards ordered, and hopefully, I think I have a coupon for Moo this week on my email page.
Okay. So should we say doctor on the cards, or just Sheila?
I think just
take
Sheila.
that off?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we want to make it as soft and as approachable as possible.
Fair enough. Okay. Sounds good.
But on the website, then
we can.
I think we'll have it in the About section, and we'll have it on your LinkedIn.
Absolutely. Makes sense. And then for the journal, because you gave me all those quotes, but because we're going to do a journal kind of opt-in gift, we'll just pull a few that are about goal setting and not use all 100, because it's not really going to be the main focus.
I mean, if we do 100, that's a lot to give away.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We could use some. We could create a whole bunch of social media graphics using those quotes on brand.
Yeah, like we can still use all that content.
Yeah. So
here's what I'm thinking about the goals.
Yeah.
And the journal.
Mm-hmm.
I think that what we do is we stay with one quote per month.
Okay.
Okay. And you
And the reason I say that is because what I really want people to understand is that if you're setting goals, you got to stay with the goal.
Yeah.
Until it's complete.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Yeah. And then we have all those blog topics that we documented as well to start from January, right?
Right.
Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. And then the mood board, we picked the middle one, Paige, as you know, from the
yes,
the work we did on the business card. But we'll need to do.
I'll have to do a full palette.
We need to do a full palette, but we'd ideally like to have you, Sheila, in front of your computer so we could share a screen and you could see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we could set a time for so sometime next week to be able to do that, if that's possible.
Yeah, I'm up at the reserve next week, but I understand this is really funny. On Tuesday, they're having an open house. And I said to Clint that I was going to work at the hotel because I do not want to be involved in an open house. Thank you.
No.
I'm up there to do work. I'm not up there to have people come and say, what is that white woman doing here? So, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to work from the hotel on Tuesday. So I'm thinking Tuesday might be a good day. I'll get back to you and let you know that for sure.
Okay, perfect. But you want to speak to the IT guys early next week too, right?
I want to talk to them. I'm thinking that I'm not going to talk to the IT guys at the Reserve. I'm going to talk to the IT guys here in Burlington that I think hold the grail when it comes to my account.
Okay. No
I
problem.
got to find out.
No problem.
So I'm going to try and talk to them on Monday.
Now, do you have any PowerPoint presentations that you've used in the past or use currently at all?
Oh my God. On what?
Well, on whatever you have right now.
I have PowerPoint presentations coming up the yin yang, my friend.
That's what I thought. We haven't seen any of them. So.
Oh, okay.
Because one of Paige's absolute gifts of the world is her ability to create the most fantastic looking PowerPoint slides for your messaging. But
okay.
quite often people give us what they've already got and then we beautify it and simplify it.
Well, I don't have anything for this new course, but I certainly have slides from other courses that I have slides on change. I have slides on goal setting. I have slides on critical thinking, those kinds of things.
Well, the goal setting one, let's start with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll give me stuff for the journal too.
Into the Dropbox or something?
You're going to tell me how to do that, aren't you?
Well, hang on. Remember you sent me all those videos recently?
Yes.
Through YouSend It or whatever it was?
Well, that's because my videographer had sent them to me that way.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I was very impressed.
I know, you thought I knew what I was doing?
I did.
Yeah, no. If you knew how much I agonized on trying to get those to you, what did you think of those?
I really, really like them. You're a natural.
Yeah, I get that now.
Yeah, and we've got those on your YouTube channel, so we can put them into the website. No, I thought you were an absolute natural.
Here's what I'd really like to do. I'd like to come out and we get somebody, get a studio or something, and I would like to just do a ton of those kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
Like and I will tell you this, those videos, I mean, we do them in one take.
Amazing.
As long as I know the content, I'm good.
Right.
So if I can prepare some of the content that we can use to get people to now, want to go to the website and get some of the material, but also I want to use that, Jonathan, as a way to get a retreat pulled together.
Absolutely. Yeah. I can see that.
So that's what I'd really like to do. I'd like to be able to just take some time and get that done.
Okay.
But that also, by the way, Paige,
Yeah.
there will be also the opportunity to have slide decks.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That we can make that can support the materials.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Because the other thing is that, and I guess for me, the other thing is I want to start doing webinars. I have no idea how to do that.
Oh, we do.
But I think that 2-page will be where we want to put some really neat slides together.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We got you covered on that. We got you covered. So the other thing that we want to do then after that, I'm just going down my list here, is I want to set up a meeting with you and Lindsay and Paige to talk about the overall web design and where we're going to go with the look and feel of that. I know we sent you those documents. So if it's possible, I don't know what Tuesday might look like as well to have a 10,000 foot conversation about what the website might look like and which ones you like and things like that. So
yeah, that's a good idea.
okay, I will get Lindsay, Paige and Lindsay will reach out to you separately around setting a time for that, and we'll send you a Zoom link for that as well.
Yeah, that'd be great, because I really think that Tuesday's going to be my day to do that kind of stuff.
Perfect. Yeah.
I'm really not wanting to be on the reserve on Tuesday.
Ideal. Yeah, we'll work on that with Lindsay and Paige as well. All right, perfect. And then we've got all your social media access, to your Twitter, your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your Instagram ready to go. What we just need to do is, what we could do is get those quotes and turn them into graphics to begin with, and then at least start just populating those platforms with some, so we can get Liv to work on those. Page. And then at least we've got some content starting to generate. Because I know every time you're on Facebook, it's like, oh my goodness, it's Sheila, and you get some good notice. So yeah, okay, we'll start on that as well next week.
Yeah, I know you guys know how to pull all this together. I'm just along for the ride.
No problem. Now, did you have a chat with Tammy at all about that grant?
I did. In fact, I'm going in to see her in like 3 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
Do you know where she would have to look to see if such an animal existed here?
Oh, we'll do the research for you. I just want, because obviously the grant has to be for an employee. But if she's game, then we'll send you the research and when the next one's available to apply for and so on. Because in BC it's right now, but I'll have to just check Ontario.
Yeah, I believe she's game.
Great.
So here's I don't know if I told you this part. She had the UPS store up for sale, and then it fell through, and now it's been bought.
Oh.
So she's going to have lots of time.
Perfect. Okay, that's awesome. So we'll look at the Ontario Canada Jobs Grant page.
Okay, sounds good.
And see if we can't. It might be 15. I think it is. Well, it was last time I looked, rather than the BC 8. So
well, that's nice.
We'll do some. We'll find that out, and we'll message that to you as well. Okay. Now with email lists from the past, have you ever really propagated an email list of contacts from newsletters?
I have some lists that I think we put on MailChimp, but I could be wrong.
Okay. Because the old MailChimp that you gave me, we couldn't get into at all. It said that username wasn't recognized, so it might have dropped off the planet.
Okay, so we can start over.
We have. Yeah, we've got a new one ready. But I mean, if it was an old one that we could have resurrected, I would. But using the username that you gave me and the old email, there was nothing showing.
Yeah, see, I don't think anything ever got populated there.
Okay. I think it just because of that, I think it just became dormant and they dropped it off because nothing showed.
So let me see if I can find those lists.
Yeah, and then we can import them.
Yeah.
Yeah. If not, we could just go to your Gmail and we can create a CSV file, a comma separated values, and we can just take the first name and the emails of the people that you've got in Gmail, import that into MailChimp, and then you can look at it, and then you can literally go through each box with a check mark online and delete the people that you don't want in your list. So that would be the best way to start. And it's super easy because you can literally just check off the people you don't want, and then we just do a mass delete.
Okay. I will look for that list. I know that I had something like And what am I? I'm going to say that I probably had 300 or 400 names
Oh, that'd be awesome.
on a list, but I just don't know where it is. I have to think about that.
Okay. Not a problem.
That was a while ago. Okay. All right.
Great. And you're going to go in and see Tammy. And Paige has got her stuff to go here. So we'll see if we can get these business cards ordered this afternoon. So you should get them. I'm not sure on the postage right now, but as soon as we can get them to you.
Perfect.
Oh, great. Thank you, my friend. This is
Thank you
wonderful.
so much, guys.
Hey, you're welcome. Make it happen.
And we'll talk about Tuesday.
You bet. Yeah. Thanks, Sheila.
Okay.
All right. Have a great night. Bye for now.
Yeah, you too.
Okay.
Bye, Paige.
Bye-bye.
Isn't she lovely?
Yeah. Aw.
She's just a warm soul, right? And who really doesn't know what she's doing.
That's
She has
okay.
great experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, could you do a Moo card? I think I had 10% off coupon or something.
Is it in your email?
What did they say?
I was going to get you to type out the other address because I have to change that.
30%. Yes, I could do that. Even sales deserve a second chance. Our biggest sale of the year is back at 30% back.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, sweet. Okay. And that's from 4 days ago. So I'll just forward you that email.
Okay.
And I'll give you the other address now. Okay. So the other address is 47 James Street South.
Okay, so 47.
James Street South.
Okay. Okay.
And that's Hamilton, Ontario.
Okay.
L8P for Peter.
Okay. Hang on.
4X1, X for X-ray.
Wonderful. Okay, that's changed.
So L8P 4X1.
Okay. And then the phone numbers are good, and I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm just not sure because we have like the email and the website. So
Let me just give you the number that I just,
yeah, I just want to double check.
that she just called me. 1 second. So that number that we were just on was 905-308-2976.
Okay, perfect. I do have the right one.
Okay.
Okay. I think we should be good. Looks like Lindsay's transferring the site over.
I saw that. That's great, isn't it?
Yeah. And then
So
you
are
were
you
saying
okay?
that I have to invoice only is the setting for their WooCommerce, right?
For now, yes.
Yeah.
And then
Okay,
they'll
cool.
call them
We'll
and do
set it
a
up
credit card
eventually.
over the phone.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Yeah, that's ideal, isn't it?
Yeah. All right.
And then these pictures for the dentist, you're doing that? Uploading the pictures, you put them into Photoshop for... Oh, no, you said they were fine.
They were actually okay. Yeah, I thought they might have been right from the camera, so I didn't want them to be really big.
Take a lot of work to upload that many into WordPress at once, or do you have to do it in batches?
No, you can highlight them all and drag and drop.
Okay.
So that's so that you want them in the media gallery before we
Yes,
meet with her.
please.
Okay, yeah, I can do
Yeah.
that too.
Because that way she can name the employees.
Yes.
And out of that, once she picks the one she wants, we want to create new header images.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
So yeah, using the Imagination Guide journal and stuff,
Oh, it'd be like, yeah.
it's going to save us so much stinking time.
That's already, the layout's already there, so
Love that idea.
yeah.
So, yeah, that's a fun project. Even like
Yeah.
Christmas week when you're working from home. I mean, that's a nice one to just play with, right?
Yeah. Is that what you wanted us to do? I haven't even talked to you about Christmas.
Well, last year that's what we did, right? I mean,
I think so.
we finished early on the 24th, or even the 23rd. I'm fine. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm not counting hours. You know that. But
Yeah, fair.
obviously, Christmas Day is a Wednesday. So the stats are actually on the stats. So the 27th is a work day technically. This is the 30th and the 31st. So that would be a good time to work on a project like that, I would say. Because that you can do that from, you don't mind doing that kind of thing from home, do you?
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great to get that journal done for her. Yeah.
Yeah. So then,
we just thought about, because we don't really go anywhere over Christmas. We might go to Big White for New Year, actually. Some friends are talking about getting a condo and going there for New Year's Eve. So we might go up to Big White on the 30th, maybe. I don't know yet.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I just wait to enjoy your house and get stuff done, but I'm not clock watching or anything. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I think Christmas Eve I've done as like a half day usually, right?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
That's how I've always done it before. But,
yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Awesome. All right.
Paige.
I'll get at it.
Get your car serviced, okay?
Yes. Yeah, I'll have to go. I'll have to run and I'll have to walk over and pick it up before 5. So if you text me and I'm gone, I'm picking up my car.
You're okay to do those cards.
Yeah, I'll just put them in. I think I have your account. I'll let you know if I don't. But
you should have. Well, I've just sent it to you, so you should be able to see it.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And then what else have I got?
So yeah, we're gonna do round corners on those.
So
and
the
smooth ones.
Paige rolling, got the ball rolling with Paige about the grant. Here's the website login, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and Lindsay's just writing back. Okay, perfect. So we're hoping that he gets the grant. We're hoping that JD Farms gets the grant. It's funny how Joe got his so fast, right?
He did, yeah. And JD Farms, they did email me back. They said they haven't heard yet. Yeah, weird.
They should get it.
They did before him.
And it's not relative or anything. So
yeah,
it's hoping, and then hopefully on Tuesday we can get multiple applications in for Alchemist as well.
Oh, okay. Are you meeting with them? And then
can
we do it then?
I'm meeting them at noon. So they wanted to fill in the BC EID application while I was there. So
that totally makes sense.
If I don't understand anything, I'll just text you for the answer.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Brilliant. Thanks for your help.
Okay. I'll see you in a bit.
Great.
Bye.
See ya.